Hey y'all, CT here. I'm gonna be doing another horrific guide, and this is actually gonna be a pretty essential one since this is a pretty common horrific that's been beaten a lot, especially since it says it in the name here, Eternal Void. Yeah, this is going to be quite the interesting one since yeah, I kind of did this in 8 hours of regrinding. I have a total of 33 hours, I think, but that's excluding the prior old hours I've had on this tower. But yeah, pretty heckin' nuts. And I actually could have, I actually could have done it literally the very first attempt of regrinding, but I failed the last wall hop, I think. But yeah. Another thing I guess I'd like to mention is I finally figured out how to fix the choppy camera control movements when I use OBS. So I'm able to record real runs again, which is pretty nice. So you might actually get to see my recording perspective when I do CEO CBF. Yeah, that's the hint. That might just be the third unreal I may do. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that here. Anyways, let me know down in the comments if we need other strats. But yeah, let's see if this guide helps. But yeah, let's get right into it. Let me just turn on practice here. Oh yeah, and most of the jumps on this tower this is an endurance-based hori, so some of these jumps are going to be filler, but then there will probably be some jumps that will need some strats. So I'll probably just try to breeze through the filler jumps, but yeah. Anyways, let me just move this up. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get right into it. So 4-1, yeah. Starts off pretty simple. I recommend you line this jump like this, and then just get used to the turn. Pretty simple. This is just simple filler. Just make sure you're doing the jumps properly. I typically like to jump it like this and shift left jump. WD that. Pretty simple. Should know the typical strats for this if you're running this tower. Make sure I line up the corner like this. Simple jump down. Pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. Well, you can flip it in T, up to you, with corner flips, or you just corner flip it. Simple jumps like this. Make sure you just shift lock them at the end. Climb. Just flick it like that. Flip it through. I recommend doing the quarter style jumps in first person. Try your best to just get used to it, like stalling your jump like that. Just flip through in the middle. Here. Okay, for this thing, kind of just align yourself here, turn to here. Actually, hold on, yeah. Align here, turn to here, and then you want to go forward. What the heck? Like that, yeah. I think it's on the line, my bad. Middle stud, line, go. Simple jump. Just make sure to bounce this. Make sure to set FPS accordingly so you don't get FPS physics. Just line it through the gap. Just straight flick it like this. Deep. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I just go one flick this in first person like that. Same thing. What am I doing? There we go. Pretty self-explanatory though. Careful with this, you're gonna hit your head a bit like that. Just flip through, jump up, flip through. Go on the balloon part. Just skip the half stud. Just go to this one stud here. Just flip it like that. Make sure you don't hit your head on the ceiling. WNA that and try to climb it. What am I doing? There we go, like that. Pretty simple. Simple filler. Just be careful. Get in. For this, you want to go on the side here, go down, turn like a lot for this, and then just space that. Head hitter up. And then you're technically on 4-2, but technically not at the same time because you haven't reached the sign yet. So I'd still consider this 4-2. Align my keys like this on the truss, and then go up just a little bit extra, and then shift up to the ladder. Simple 10.5. To the side of the truss, bounce to here. Just straight flick this with A like that, not that bad. Into the gap. Like here. And like this. So stick out. Like here. Just turn to the right like this a bit and then just flick through like that. 12 stud. Pretty simple. Then yeah, 4-2. Do that. Up here. Put this to the truss. Right there. Just straight flick this with A. Just turn left a little bit like this. Straight flick through like that. Right here. Right here. And then this you're gonna want to lodge like this. Make sure to switch FPS to lower, like 60, so that you don't get pushed out. And just W and A and turn. Going like this. I recommend you just tap W like this to the side so you don't have to worry about the roof. Space it out. Then just bump forward like that. Straight flick here. And here. Line the stud, turn right. Go for it. And shift forward. Careful of this because yeah, you can get dipped by it, so just make sure you're standing on it, then just D it. Skip that truss, just long jump here. W and D around the truss. Bounce through like that, and just be careful with the gap. Turn left, W and shift. Simple net. Straight for through. Shift like you can literally, like you can also just high jump up. It's not that bad. Just wrap to the half side here. Just align your arm with the gap and go through. Simple filler. Let me key this wall hop like that. Slide around the ladder carefully. And then for this, you can either go for the truss. Whoopsies. You can either go for the truss and then flick out, and then just D space and turn like that. And you can either do that, or you can just align it through the gap and just flick through to the truss. I prefer just flicking through. It's not the worst thing. Okay, for this, align with, I believe it's like around like the middle of the stud here. Then turn left and then just flip through. Okay, it might be a bit more to the right. Whoops. Yeah, the point is you want to make sure you don't hit your arm with the roof. So maybe with this line here and then, yeah, like that. Just straight flick it through with A. Yep. And yeah, make sure to be careful with these trusses because they're sticking out. So just only use W on them, because you could easily glide off. Just flick up, jump here, go to half stud, in here, WD, and then flick up with W in space, and then just align the keys with the wall hop. Then you're on 3, which is the time floor, but it's pretty lenient once you know what you're doing, like very lenient. Just be careful with this wedge, like hold W like this and then go when you're at the lowest point. Just make sure you're at a diagonal angle and like this, and you shouldn't fall off. For this, just slowly go to the right, go down like right here, on the corner, bounce the truss, like this, and then yeah, just kind of just go like that, like shift log in and W and A to the truss, like this. Make sure you flick your torso out with alignment keys. Align pretty high and then go for a down momentum like that. And make sure you're doing it on 60. Long jump. Some stick out. Pretty much just filler here. Just bounce this off like that. Up here. W and A to the ladder right here. Just flick here. Flick here. The truss, pretty simple. When you get to the left side of this truss, I'll align the keys out like this. Go to switch to 60, and then down to the stud. Simple filler, don't underestimate this jump. Simple wrap. Self-explanatory. Make sure you're flicking these with W and D, like that. Switching to D. Don't underestimate this jump either. Just account for the gap by flicking in a little bit. Simple stick out head. Simple flick stick outs, yeah. Should be pretty simple. Okay, for this thing, just careful. Just glide to this side. Down a bit and flick here to the ladder. Here. On the side. And then just flick this with D. And then W. This way you shouldn't hit the roof. Just don't make sure you don't boost flick it though. Just do D on that truss like that. And then go up here and then W space. Simple stick outs. Like that. Stick out. And stick out. What am I doing? There we go. Like this. Just simple wrap like that. Just make sure you're setting it up well. Launch up that. And then WD the stick out. Here, and then you're on 4, which 4 is one of the easiest 4s, basically. Literally the second easiest 4. Just skip this truss. Just flick straight to here. It's not that bad. Here, here, like here. Make sure you're aligned pretty far out in the corner. Down just a little bit, and then down momentum. Same idea with the truss bounces. There you go. Don't know momentum on that. That's just camera control. Not that bad. D in space, and then D in space. I'll jump in here. Like this one shouldn't be that bad once you practice it enough. Pretty simple. You should hopefully be really consistent with this 4 by the end, towards the end of the grind. Or at least I would hope so. W&D these. Editor. Stick out up. Careful of the roof here. I just flick out and then go like that. One jump. This is GBJ, make sure you don't fail it. This. Very much just filler though. Then you have to go over here to get a button, so there, here, here. Pretty simple. Make sure to just flick to the button and the truss. Then you have to backtrack. There. Then you go over here. And have some more filler. Make sure to align this well, and then just launch up for it like that, and then hold W. Straight flick that. Here, and then just simple flicking here. Just mix between shift flicking and straight flicking, up to you, or just shift flick all of them. Like that. Long jump, and then you're on 5. This will probably be the first roadblock of this tower if you're just starting out the grind, so good luck with this floor. I recommend with the wall hops, I recommend switching to 75 for these. 75 is typically the best FPS for them. You should switch back for the ladder since it's kind of buggy. Align the keys, shift flick like that. Thing. There you go. Make sure to straight flick wrap this, and then again. Make sure to do one right tap on that one so you can go on the stud. Just 2 presses like that. Careful when turning right on this since it's a slanted ladder. And go for it. And then left alignment key in. Just 1 tap. Go like this, and then just wall hop like that. Bounce. Same thing. Like this. There you go. Yeah, 75 is typically the best, in my opinion. Do these to the left. And then just do it once on this, like this. Pretty simple. Just skip that wall hop. Okay, for these it shouldn't matter because all you need to do is just do it once and then land on the ladder. And make sure you just bounce here. Same thing. Bounce here. Keep just following the same process. And then here, just make sure to late time your flick and then just wall hop the ladder straight up like that. Make sure you're right in the middle of the ladder and then just alignment keys and flick through and turn. Jump out of the lodge walk, then into this one. Jump out to the ladder like this. Jump to one side. Down a bit. Flick it through. What am I doing? There we go. It's like that. I hit the wall too much. Lodge walk like this. And just make sure you're lining your arms through the gaps. Should be fine. Okay, this jump, you want to align with the line here, this part. Turn as straight as you can, like this, and then just jump out like this, and then W and A in. Just do your best to get used to it. It gets consistent once you get used to it. Unless if you're dumb like me. Yeah, just make sure to get used to it. It is kind of muscle memory. 75. Wall hop up. Just be careful. Make sure to just wall hop up to the ladder. You could also do it with like a shift lock wall hop, but sometimes when I do this in real runs, it was not working. But you can do this too. Up to you. Boost flick these ladders. And for this, bounce back, straight flick, and then make sure to just flick these ladders around like this. Just like that. Make sure to flick the white one straight away, and then wait on the monster ladder. And then you're gonna want to get ready to flick to this one over here and time it with that beat block, so it should look something like that. And then wait for as soon as you feel like the green one's about to appear, glide to the right with D, and flick straight to the ladder here. And then you got more wall hops, so then you can do these on 240 if you want. You can unshift lock straight to the ladder, you should be fine. Simple wall hops with this one. Like that. Just glide it over here. And then you can just boost flick it up like this. There you go. And then you can skip the wall hop. Then you got this outside. Be really careful with it though. I recommend doing it on 75. You're gonna wall hop like this to the left. And then immediately hold W and D. When you use alignment keys to turn to the ladder. Immediately hold W and D so that you can stay on it. Look across the ladder. 75 again. Simple wall hop timing like this. And do it a couple more, and there you go. Now you just climb the frame. Pretty much self-explanatory. Just make sure you're landing on the ladder smoothly. There's really no strat involved with these, it's just simple flicking. You can bounce on one if you want. Yeah, self-explanatory with this part. Nothing much to say. Just going through this. careful at the end here because this one's kind of longish. Like that. And then you're on 6, which is supposedly the easiest floor. So, what you want to do for this part, as soon as the slow spinner comes, you're going to want to jump to the kill break one, like this. Just make sure to get used to that. Make sure to practice some timing. There we go. For a long jump, and then get on the truss here. You're ready to turn with it, and then shift like up, like that. So go ahead, editor. Just make sure when you're flicking off the truss that you're more towards the right side of it, so that your torso's in more. Okay, for this, the way I time the spinner is try to wait like a split moment after it goes past the wall here. So I'll like right about now. See that? There you go. Try to wait just a tad split second when it goes past the wall. So like that. See? Mm-hmm. Just make sure to get used to it. Do it one more time. Like that, see? And then I usually go to like this and then just jump straight to here. It's not that bad. I'll jump here. On the spinner. Here like this, go on the spinner, on this kill brick. Pretty simple. I just have God mode on, but yeah, you will take damage by these kill bricks, so be pretty careful. Yeah, careful with this jump, it's pretty high to the part, so just make sure you're aligned. I'll turn off God mode for this part so you can see that this part, like, you should be careful with your health. Deals damage. Just head hitter. Just do a normal head hitter on this. Make sure you climb up it. Watch your health on that. 13 so strat this, just get the wall hop. Go here, then down here. And go through the gap. And then you're on 7. When you get to this floor, I recommend you turn up your graphics. You will need it. At least to 5 bars. So you can see the stud textures. So please do turn up your graphics. Another thing that would also help is also turning up your gamma if you know how to do that. But yeah, that would also be another thing as well. Anyways, 4-7. I'm just gonna turn on God mode for this, but just be mindful that there are kill breaks here, so be mindful of your health. Just jump up here on this part. Then you got these thin studs. Just be careful on them. I mean, well, it's also netted, but just try your best to land on it. Oh my god. Okay, and then you got these half studs. Just land them straight to this one here. And then it's kind of hard to see this one, but basically imagine there's like a 2-stud part under these 2 studs. Try to just jump to like right under it. You see? Imagine there's 2 studs under it. And just jump up. Set up these wraps, they're pretty far. That. One jump like here. Jump to here. Like that. If you fall down here, just like slowly get up like that. You should climb up. And jump here. Just simple tightrope walking. Like that. And then yeah, just be mindful of your health when you have this no jumps part here. Just try to make sure you have like above 60 health for this, and then you should be fine. Careful with this part, because there are instant kills. It's just mega fun hobby. I say that as I die. Oh my god, that's the biggest clip farm. Let me go back to that. Whoopsies. That is the biggest clip farm, my guys. Holy. Well, I know for a fact someone's going to clip that whenever this guy comes out. I am forever ashamed. My bad. I don't know how I touched that. Whoopsies. Yeah, like this. There you go. So you just avoid the insta kills. I am forever ashamed about that. My bad. Do this tightrope walk in first person. There you go. And then you go on the crystal. I'll jump to the one stud. Just be careful because of the slant physics. Then these are simple 12 studs. Self-explanatory. Just be careful when doing them. I say that as I'm just clip farming. There we go, just want to win that. Just take this into consideration, bro. I'm pretty heckin' tired right now. It's pretty late here. Simple filler. Go on this side rope here. Jumps to the cornerstone like this. Careful though. Long jump straight to this one first person. Okay, and then this part's kind of weird. Just turn left a little bit and then just get ready to hold jump to the cornerstone and then do your best to stay on it. Jump onto the spinner when it comes by, like this. And go here. Okay, for this, alignment keys at a diagonal angle, like this, and then get ready to jump on the conveyor when it's around, kind of like when it's pointing to the right, like against that wall. Kind of around there. Get ready to jump onto the conveyor, and then you should hopefully, what the heck? Okay, it's straight, I've never done that before. Why does everything not function when I'm making the guide? Bro. Okay, well, that didn't happen that time because I jumped really early, but it's not what you should do. Hold on, what the heck is going on? Yeah, there we go. It should be something like that. My bad. Why am I clip farming on 7, bro? The crazy thing is, I literally also had no fails on this floor, and yet I'm failing it in practice. Like, what is going on? Holy, I'm just suck. Yeah, there we go. Just make sure you're at like a diagonal angle slightly-ish, so that you don't get bounced by the wall. Should be pretty simple, this part. Just be mindful of the instant kills. That. Wait a bit, then wrap. Same thing. Make sure to get this button here. Then just stay along the morpher. Yeah, oh my god, dude. Like, I'm actually genuinely ashamed of myself for touching the instant kill, especially during a guide. Like, what are we doing? Long jump to the stud here. Long jump here. Then you got an outside again. Just make sure not to choke this. Be careful because it is pretty heckin' dark. So I recommend doing this like in ghost mode, like this. So you can like see where you're jumping from, like this. Same thing as before, switch to 75, and then... Okay, what is going on, dude? Why is this happening in practice every single time? Okay, there we go. What? Okay, maybe it's better on higher FPS. What am I doing? Okay, that's what was supposed to happen. I don't know why I'm clip farming so much. I think I'm just really heckin' tired today, or I don't know what's going on, but... What the frick? Anyways, you're supposed to wall hop at the top after you... Okay, that's not my fault. What the heck? Yeah, there we go. You're supposed to wall hop at the top. Oh my god, someone's going to clip this, I swear. Okay, and then just long jump here. And then, you know, make sure you line yourself with the push box. You're just going to walk through it. Like, you shouldn't fail past this point, I hope. Unless you're like me at this point in practice. I don't know why I'm like failing this. It's not even hard. Just be careful of the shovers. Just take your time. Hit the button. Want to make your life easy? Just like use the push box and jump straight to the stud. Make sure to long jump to this part. And then the rest should be fillers. Just be careful since like it won't be visible sometimes. They're just flashing. That. And then just do a 12 stud with this part. And then just make sure you don't move. And then editor. And then you're on 8. So yeah, this is basically where the true difficulty of the tower begins. Once you get to here, so make sure you heavily have this floor down, or these last 3 floors, basically. Yeah, pretty much, if it wasn't obvious, most definitely have at least 8 to win pad on this tower, so. floor 8. And this one's going to be a long one, so bear with me. This is a B block, so you can literally just jump straight to the ladder. It's not that bad. You don't even need it. Be careful with this. You're gonna just work here, here. Oh yeah, you don't need to have your graphics so high anymore. You can just be on one bar. Careful on that thin stud. Jump here, shift while jump. Careful with this jump because it's a gap. It could push you out, so just make sure you're holding W early. Look up. I'll jump here because you need to get this button here. Jump down here. Same thing. You gotta redo this jump. What are we doing? There we go. Straight flick up. I'll jump to the one stud here. Stick out to the truss. Just straight flick this. Same thing. Pretty much just filler. Look up. Just make sure to get ready for this wrap. Like that. On the thin stud, jump here. Okay, and then careful with this part. Just make sure you're aligned. Go backwards like this. Come on, jump. And then for this, go to the very back and then jump early into the gap like that. Okay, this part's gonna be kind of hard to see, but I'll try my best to explain it. But basically, just be where the thin stud's here, then jump here. And you see how there's this neon line here, just align pretty well with it. You're gonna jump to there. So just I'll jump it with A like this, first person. Get ready to time it with the ladder here, and then just flick to this ladder here. And then just straight up just diagonal flick this like that. Make sure you're at the very edge, like you can do this by looking at your feet like this, and then just back to the truss. You can bounce off this truss, you don't have to flick it, but you do have to flick that one and go up. Okay, this part. So the way I do this part, you can either just brute force it and like go through the gaps, or you can do the way I do it, where you just lodge here, and then slowly turn to the right and hold D like this. You should slowly get moved to the right like this. So you feel like you're far out enough, shift up through like that. Worked for me like every time. As long as you know how much to lodge out, you should be fine. Try to get used to that if you want. Align your feet and then long jump straight like that. Go backwards like this, tap S a bit. Down. And then just bounce straight to the ladder like this. Flick up. And jump down here. Yeah, try to get used to that section. It is over nothing as well, so yeah. This is a little bit slippery, so just be sure to set up this jump well, like that. I did that kind of awkward, like that, yeah. I just like make sure to jump in place and then go for it. Kind of just delay your jump so that you don't flat side, hopefully. You can either jump straight to the one stud ladder here, or you can just like wall hop and then align the keys like that. Glide to the side and then just flick here. Make sure if you're gonna glide around, by the way, I should have said this before, use 240. Otherwise it can be a bit unstable. This is a kill break, so be careful of that. Filler C gameplay, it's not that bad. Okay, these are B blocks, so you're gonna want to time it when you feel it's about to appear, so like that. Yeah, you kind of want to be a little fast with these because they do vanish pretty quick. And then for this, I recommend you use at least around 90 FPS, I'd say. I'd say use around 90. Straight flick and shift block, like that. The reason why you want to be a low FPS is so that you can get the height on the wall hop. Anticipate when the ladder appears. Wait a little bit. Flick through like that. Make sure to wait like a couple seconds before you do it, like 1 to 2 seconds ish, depending on when you go for the ladder. Simple walking with launch keys. Launch jump. Low FPS. Jump up. Try to just jump early so you get the height. Like this, and then just flick straight to the part. You don't need that other ladder. Second outside the floor. This is just muscle memory. Just get used to it to the ladder. I typically just like align with the. I typically just align and go for it like that. Just make sure you time your W key well. You're gonna straight flick this and then onto the slider, shift flick up, and then immediately go for it because it is pretty fast. Like that. See? Okay, and then align your mouse with the quarter stud. Page up until you're down. Go for it. Okay, well, maybe not in ghost mode, but like I meant like do that one more time. Zoom out and then yeah, go for it in like third person for a minute. There we go. Jump to the ladder. Put to this ladder, and then just like I recommend you go at the quarter stud like this and ghost mode. Make sure you just stall your jump. Just make sure you stall your jump to it like that. Down a bit, turn left and boost flick up. Place to the side like that. Careful on the half stud, go up. I just shift left the wall hop. It's not that bad. Please don't touch that instant kill. And then just be careful with this part. Just anticipate when it's gonna come. And just go back and forth like that. You can either just lawn jump this, or you can literally just use the part here to make your life easier. Lawn jump here. Simple wall hop up. And then yeah, make sure you do these flicks kind of quick. Like that. Simple wrap down. And then you're gonna wall hop carefully into just wall hop this a little carefully. Like that. You can also do on 75, up to you. Just make sure you get used to the timing. Go for the ladder on this side. Make sure you're timing it with this one side here, so kind of when it's about to appear, so like that, and then go for it here. And then go for the kill back, basically. Okay, this part. Be mindful of your health here. I'm just using gun mode for this since I'm too lazy, but just be mindful of your health. Go in the corner like this, launch up straight through like that. Make sure to turn well. When you get on this ladder, glide to the side here. Switch to 90. You're gonna get ready to just try to just flick in place. Just flick in place like that on low FPS and you should be fine. And like use W at the end. Jump here. What am I doing? Kind of just like align like pretty far off the slant and then just head here normally. Click up. Let me trigger the button again. And then for this, just I do it on 240 straight up, just island key and then just wall up again. Like that. Just send it, basically. Make sure to avoid the instant kills. Make sure to jump to this when it's about to appear. So like kinda like that, and then just use W like this to the ladder. You can go at a slanted angle and that's fine. You can just go at it at an angle. Like headed her up. Landing keys with the thin stud here. Go for it. Make sure to stall your jump through like this to depart. Simple stick out. Okay, then I believe this is the Duracon strat, basically. Basically what you want to do for this is you're going to want to align the keys like this. Yeah, align the key like this. And then turn right just a little bit. And then you're going to want to hold I and then align the keys like this backwards like that. If you want to make sure you get more height, you can use lower FPS, up to you. Yeah, make sure you press I to get the zoom in, so, yeah. Just WD it to the ladder, just be careful with this part, or you can just use D. Get used to it. Click into the gap like that. Just bounce momentum into here, and then get up the spinners like that. Okay, well be careful that be careful the high jump when you get up that, because it's an insta kill. Launch jump, you're gonna want to launch jump to this ladder and just straight flick it through, so like that. And then for this, you're gonna just line with the quarter side here, and then launch jump to it. Jump up here. On the half, align like this middle stud here, and just long jump it. Or switch to 60. You can literally just high jump it from the half stud like that. Up to you. Line the middle of these two studs here. Just jump for it. Like that. Pretty simple. Go ahead diagonally. Just wait here for the spinner. Just wait patiently, and then on this one, jump here, and then wait a little bit, and then do a head hitter like that. Make sure you're being really careful though, because this insta kills right with the force. So make sure you're like on the edge. Go here, simple long jump. For these jumps, align the left line stud, turn to middle, long jump, same thing. Pretty simple. Here, head hitters up to floor 9. So yeah, that was floor 8. Floor 9 is most definitely shorter, but it has some harder raws, so be really heckin' careful. Jump straight to the slider like this. Bounce back to hit the button. Go down a bit, manually flick to the ladder like this. Down a bit, turn right, and just flick here. Go out the slider with S and D like this, and then switch to W like that. Make sure you're grabbing the corner part like this. Like, when you feel like you're grabbing the corner part like this, just shift lock through. A space and W, go up. Kind of align your feet are like almost off the edge basically, and then just jump for the ladder like that. Careful this instant kill, like when it's about to go through the wall, go for the flick. So like that. Okay, for this thing, kind of align with like the line of the stud here-ish. Then right like alignment key so you're at this angle. Flick through like that to the kill break. This will deal damage, so be careful. Turn left a little bit. Like kind of with alignment keys, and then just go for it. Alignment keys into this gap like this. Make sure you're holding A. Turn right just like this, and then shift lock through. In ghost mode. You can also do this strat where you just like turn A like this slowly, but I personally like using ghost mode. At least I personally like doing it like this with ghost mode. Simple downwards momentum. Careful when gliding this. I'm gonna go to the half stud and glide through like this. Okay, this flick. So, if I recall correctly, you're gonna want to align with this line of the stud. Straight to the middle of the stud here. Alignment keys like this. Make sure when you flick off of this, press shift lock early so you don't hit your head on this roof, but you're gonna go at it like this when this instant kill spinner goes by. Like that. When you set it up like this, it should account if you flick like just like with normal timing, it should account for you just getting under this part here. Just careful when maneuvering this truss, and then mouse to the ladder here. Just straight flick this, like go to the line here, turn left, and then just straight flick it through. Just be careful. Go down a bit, turn right, and then flick up like that. You want to get the boost high up. For this, just stall your jump and like turn in like this, or you can just lawn jump it like from back here, and you should be fine. Align. Just be careful with this part. You're gonna want to lodge in here. You just switch lower FPS if you need to lodge through. Same thing like that. Just go through the gaps. Pretty much like the thing on 8, but easier. Simple stick out. And then be mindful of your health here. Just make sure you're at full health before doing this. When you get to this side here, just shift up to the button. Lower FPS, and then manually wall hop to the button up there. Jump off the sideways to the part like that. Just jump straight to the slider like this, and then you can literally just skip this part. Just make sure you're aligned near the cylinder like this, and then just down momentum to it. Or you can just do it normally. Just turn left like this, turn, same thing like this, and then down a bit, and just manually flick it. But yeah, I would just down momentum to here. Want to step down, flick to the no jump part, and now you cannot jump, so you're gonna want to carefully, what the heck? You want to carefully glide around the ladder, like this. Down a bit, then flick. Same thing, go down a bit, turn, W and shift. Simple gliding. One step down, turn right. Pretty self-explanatory. Align with this line here, turn left, and then W and shift. You don't need the ladder. What the heck? Okay, I never did that before. Yeah, careful when gliding on this side of the cylinder. It should also lie like that. Make sure you're like, turning a little left so that, because sometimes you could think you're accidentally trying to go back on this side, so be careful. One step down, puts a lie like that. Then you can jump again. You're gonna jump to the cylindrical ladder here. Put to the gap here. Then you got a short outside here. Just long jump straight to this ladder. Make sure you're in line with this gap here. Go down a little bit, and then you're gonna bounce to the ladder like this, and then just bounce here like that. You should be fine as long as you're having good health. Nerf the lemon stud, not that bad. Make sure to do this jump kind of quick like this, and then jump like this backwards to the part, and then don't be stupid like me and just do this filler jump to the button. There we go. Why am I clip farming on this tower? Holy. Anyway. And then for this part, you want to align with, you see this like intersection between these three different stud textures? Kind of have your footing around them, turn sideways, and then just go for it. You should get the height you need. And I'll jump here. Okay, and then for this, there's a specific timing I like to use. So you see this outer spinner, yeah? When it goes to the right, wait for the second inside spinner, so like this one. And then you'll see that they align together. That's the timing I use. So it should look something like this. So you wait for the outer spinner to come by, wait for the second inside one. So not this one, but this one. Then go around, jump for the outer one, jump here. Look how much more simple that is in comparison to trying to brute force it. Try to just follow that pattern, you should be fine. And this is just a long jump. Floor 10, you have finally reached the last floor. And I wish you good luck with this floor, because it is freaking brutal. So yeah. Last floor. So it starts off with a simple wrap, just be careful. You can also strat it, up to you. One jump here. Simple stick out. And jump up here for the truss. It shouldn't matter though. Literally feel like gameplay. Do this on 60 so that you can get the wall hop. Dance clip. Please do not fall here. You've gone so far. It's not that bad. It's just a bunch of ledge grab bounces. When you do these corner parts, just make sure you're near them, but don't be at them. Like ledge grab this side, turn left, bounce. When you're doing the corner ones. So just take it really slow and you should be fine. See? Like here, then back, down a bit, turn left, bounce. Like as long as you take it really slow, you should be fine. Just take it really slow. Okay, and then this part, careful with this, only use W to get around this one. Just take it really slow. Just only use W. Then turn just very slightly. Then let's grab, bounce, jump here, jump up. Just downwards momentum these, they're not that bad. And then just flick up like that and jump up. Dance glitch maze, just literally 3 of them. One right here, one right here, one right here. Pretty simple. More filler gameplay. Similar to a 1-on-5, but it's significantly easier. You just jump in like that, it's not that bad. Make sure you're around the middle of the truss here. Go down to here. Alignment keys, flick up. Make sure you're on the 2x2. Jump down to the truss here, flick here. Go towards this side here. One step down. Flick wrap that. Flick up to the truss. Bounce to this truss. Make sure you're doing these bounces on 60. You need the distance and bounce momentum. You can also flick your torso out if you want more distance. So like, make sure you're flicking it out. Bounce momentum. Flick up to the truss. Yeah, be careful on that. You can also just like flick at it or that since it is sticking out a bit. So simple wrap. I WNA it. What are we doing? Holy, my clip farming is ridiculous today. There we go. Up here like that. Jump to the 2 stud. Jump out the gap like 4 like this and turn. You can also just you could alignment keys at a certain like stud alignment and then go for it. Up to you. But yeah, I literally just like brute force it. Let's grab this part right here and then bounce at it diagonally like that. Deep. Just carefully glide around this. Bounce here. Just alignment keys and just hold B. Should be fine. Okay, for this part, what you want to do to keep your health, make sure you're at the bottom right, and then when you reach floor 8 or the pink floor, go to the middle and then just go to the right, and you should be fine. So go like, it should look something like this. It should look something like that, and you should be fine. Then you're at the dropper. So yeah, don't fail. Otherwise, you're restarting everything. Just be very careful here. Simple tightrope walking. Just make sure you're taking it slow. When you get to here, just like long jump this at a diagonal angle like that. Just use W, and then just carefully get on. Go here. Simple filler. This is a buff 10 stud wrap. Just be very careful. Quarter set here. I typically do it like this, like backwards, like this, and one jump through. Just do this in first person entirely, like this. Just D and then W to it. More filler. Just take it really slow. Careful with this part. Just walk onto it. Make sure at the very edge so you don't take too much damage. And bounce up here. For this part, you do need to be mindful of your health, so just try your best to dodge the spinner. But for this part, be careful. Just go for the wrap like that. Then continue dodging the spinner. Yeah, it should look something like this normally. Should be fine here, basically. Jump up. Go here. Long jump to this part. Jump here. Just align this well on the left. Long jump up. Make sure you're aligned with the quarter stud. And go for it. Okay, well, it doesn't have to be like that. Like, I meant like freaking. Yeah, like that. There we go. Same as before. Do these in first person or your preference. Up to you. Simple quarter stud. Just moving control. W and D. Jump on these slowly. Then launch up to the truss. Then you're climbing all the way back up. I'm just going to skip the climb because it'll take ages, but just climb up the truss. You're back on this floor. You're going to want to make sure you late time the heck out of this jump and try your best not to walk off. So you're going to align with the line, turn left a little bit, go for it. It's above 12 studs, so you want to make sure you late time the heck out of it. 13 stud strat this. Go on top of the quarter studs, editor. Align with this quarter stud here. Long jump to it. Editor, editor. You're back on 10. If you get to this point, I really wish you do not fail. Yeah. You got the spinner here. You're gonna stick out, go in, stick out, go in, stick out, go for the half stud. Align this backwards like this. Go for the half stud like this. Make sure you're going at the edge of the half stud like this at a diagonal angle. Go for the jump like that. Make sure you're late timing these pretty well. that. And then jump out this forwards, and then go in with W and D. For this, slowly get to the edge like this. Alignment keys. Go a bit more. Go down just a little bit. D space W, and then go in with W and D. Careful with this part. Tap W till like your cursor is like around the left line here. Yeah. Be very careful. Alignment keys, shift lock with W and A. Make sure you're sticking far out because otherwise you will walk off. So careful. Then jump to the start like that. Careful not to hit this wall. It is instant kill. Be very careful not to hit it. W and D. Wall hop the frame. Just be very careful. On jump the stud here. I kind of align this to like my foot is halfway on, halfway off. Turn left. Go for it. Simple filler. W and A in. Make sure to stall it in so you don't get pushed out. Simple wrap here. Jump up. Make sure you're at the very edge because, again, instant kill. Turn to the right slightly. And then you're going to use your alignment keys like this. And then wall hop to the ladder. Look up. Time your alignment key early with this one since it's pretty high. Like that. You are now over the instant kill. Be very careful here. Make sure to boost flick these well. Go to one step here. Jump to this part here. Jump to this part here. Careful on this part. You're going to tap W in. Head hitter. Head hitter. Then for this, just W and A it like this. Yeah, make sure you use W and A at the start of your jump. Well. Quarter studs here. Be mindful of this instant kill. Jump at it like that. Get used to it. Just make sure you saw your jumps. Not done yet. You have an extension. But you're very close. I'll have the quarter stud here. Go for it. Jump to the truss. For this, switch to 60. W and space on it. Get out of 60. Make sure you go all the way up. Turn around. Flick to the truss. You should be fine. Straight flick it through. Simple stick out. Just align against the wall. Jump at the truss like this with A and W. Switch to 60. Bounce with W and A. Make sure you switch to 60 and just slowly turn with the truss like this. Should be okay. Space like that, and then just shift up to the Y like that. Make sure you're at the very edge of the truss there. Flick these ladders carefully. Make sure try to stall your jump to this. I have failed this flick before because I got ladder dropped. So just make sure you're stalling your flicks to the ladder like this, or like going out more so that you can make sure you grab them. Just be very careful with this. Then for this, switch to 75. Get ready to use your alignment keys like this. Go for the truss like that. Get used to it. Bounce to this part here. Careful with these ledge grab bounces. Turn out slightly. Ledge grab. Switch to 60. Down to momentum. Down to momentum again. On the quarter stud. And then for this, you can either take it slow or you can brute force it. I personally took it slow, where I just go like this with alignment keys. Same thing, just slowly tap your movement key. Basically the Fighting Nightmare strat. Take it like really slow. Take quarter stud. Otherwise, just brute force it. Up to you. That's personally what I did though. Jump to the quarter stud. Jump here. Just dance clip this with shift lock. You should be fine as long as you time it right. What the heck? Why was it still doing it? Yeah, there we go. That's what should have happened. Yeah, but just be careful with the dance clip. Let me get to the quarter stud here. Be very careful with this. This is the fun ending bit right here. On jump it like this backwards to the quarter stud. Just pray. On jump to the corner like this. Hold W. Try not to walk off. Up. Just do one alignment key like this on the wall hop. You could also skip it, but it's very risky. It is very risky to do so. Yeah. Yeah. I recommend you just one alignment key press. Yeah, that's my furthest fail. I failed that wall hop. Simple glide around. Flick through. Go on the lodge. Make sure you're on 60 so you don't get dropped, hopefully. W and D. Same as before. Line, middle, launch jump through. There you go. Then you've beat it. You have beat Eternal Void. I hope this guide helps, and if you need any other strats for this tower, let me know in the comments and or my Discord. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Hopefully this helped.